Hi YouTube, my name is Sweet Like Candy. Welcome to my spiritual channel where we do spiritual things and talk about spiritual topics. I will be channeling for you a little bit today using my tarot deck and my mediumship, obviously. We're going to be looking into what's going on in the collective right now. We have Mercury that just went retrograde. We just had a full moon 2 days ago, I believe, and energy is high and intense. Okay, I sound like I'm predicting the weather, which is also another thing. Mother Gaia is going strong. Everything's like so energetic. I just heard potent, extreme. That's the correct word. Everything is so extreme, from the weather to emotions to circumstances that we're dealing with. I know for myself, I'm back and forth with my energy, very highs and very lows. So it is very important to ground ourselves. One thing I kept hearing was lumbar. When I googled it, that is the lower region of the spine. So rooting down, grounding, very important during these times. To stray away from heavy emotions and overthinking that might lead us into overreacting. Right? Let's see. So I did take notes on 2 other things that I was channeling. One, I feel anxiety and sleep disturbances. I know with the full moon, the sleep disturbances are just a thing. So, and obviously if you're experiencing anxiety, that will also lead to sleep disturbances. So what I'm seeing is a pattern of one thing affecting the other as well. And I have been feeling an extreme amount of spiritual presence, so whether that be tingling or like coldness. So I think at this time, because everything is so up in arms, we're being very protected. We're being protected so that we don't make any hasty decisions that we might regret after the retrograde. I also channeled Sarasota and interpersonal relationships. I also did channel interpersonal relationships losing momentum. So with that, I mean, a lot of the masks are falling off at this time. And let's not be so judgy either, because we ourselves, someone might say, oh, their mask is slipping, and it's like, no, it's just that there's a lot going on, so we're not being ourselves truly. So I don't mean that in a completely negative way, but yes, a lot of emotions are being just like put right in our face. A lot of negative emotions are being put right in our face, so it might cause us to distance ourselves from certain people, certain relationships. Let's see, I did channel the name Michelle Castro, and I also, when I channeled, I think it was interpersonal relationships, I also channeled taking a hit to your confidence. So it's very important during these times to not let anyone else's influence by what is going on in the environment and spiritually to make you feel like something that you're not, you know? And you might, oh, okay, maybe that's why too. Maybe at this time we ourselves are feeling like something that we're not. You know, because I am, well, I try to be very emotionally intelligent, but right now I'm like back and forth, right? I'm pretty sure you guys are feeling that too, because I'm seeing it with other people as well. And I don't want to say this in a disrespectful way, but I took a drive somewhere today and people weren't making like the smartest choices. I'm like, wait, how does that make sense? And it was like a lot. So I think maybe also being grounded too much, in the sense that we're just like looking around and seeing all this chaos and not knowing what to do with it, and so deep in our emotions that we're not thinking clearly. So it's making a lot of us just decided to do this, and I just channeled face to face. So a lot of confrontations too at this time. That's right. That's Mercury Retrograde will make that happen as well. So yes, it is important to, I just heard, channel your inner wisdom. And then the pink in the eyes here just reminded me I'm being asked to tell you guys to remember how important the people that are around you are to you, right? To not let your emotions get the better of you and you act out in ways you typically wouldn't towards your loved ones. That's what is very important, to ground ourselves, because it's all because of our loved ones, not anyone else. Just gonna get a sip of water. And I'm gonna start putting some tarot. Okay. I heard expect to see more. So yeah. I also heard blossoming abundance. I know that is that's a particular card that a lot of the tarot readers that I watch on YouTube pull out. But with that, I'm also getting it's all for a good cause. Everything that's being put in our face and we're experiencing right now will always lead us to a lesson and or the ending of an important cycle, or finishing a goal or task, whatever it may be. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Oh, too much came out. Okay, so I just seen the Chariot, so that's funny because I was talking about vehicle. Oh my god, yeah. I also had confirmation burp. Oh my god, I don't want to forget anything that I wanted to say. I got 3 cards, but I ended up cutting the deck in 3 ways. That's just how they came out, because they weren't supposed to come out. But I did, one of the things I've channeled the name Cassandra Nieves before on this channel. And last night I was like, let me Google this. Maybe it has a meaning to it. And when I Googled it, it was something along the lines of, that was the name of some prophet from back in the day that no one would believe. And the last name, so Cassandra, and then the last name is, it was given to people who were born around, I believe it was April 6th. So that's ironic. I wasn't going to share that, but now I'm sharing it because prophecies, prophetic dreams at this time are going to be heightened. And I say that because with the Chariot, I had a dream that somebody stole my car, you guys, and I freaking love my car. So yeah, that's what I got. I had a dream that somebody stole my car. So, and then I didn't know. I was listening to Shanetta last night, and she said that one thing about Mercury in retrograde is like issues with your vehicle. So it's funny that this just came out, like, so I thought I should share. So that's one part of the deck that came out. The other part was the Hierophant. I don't know. It's weird because it's in the upright, but I heard misleading information. Okay. So I'm getting like cut through the BS, right? I don't want to be cheesy, but it's like you seem to know more. If you're a spiritual person, more often than not, you are already more emotionally intelligent than the rest. So try to cut through the BS. Through the BS, and not let yourself get, not let your crown get stuffed up with ideas that are not true. That do not, I just heard, ring true to yourself. But also at this time, I know that Mercury in retrograde also, oh my god, what's the word? This is gonna be so ironic when I finally get it out. It not damages, it messes up communication. There you go. So yeah. See, told you it was gonna be ironic. Messes up communication. So it is important to remember that sometimes some things may seem a certain way and they're not, or they may be that way, but just because of everything, it might be over heightened. You see how much bigger this person is than them. That root groundedness at this time is very important. Don't let that crown get overly stuffed, because you're letting everything and everyone around you who is less evolved influence you. You're the emperor. You're the Hierophant. Emperor just came out, sorry. You're the Hierophant. Remember that. I heard seek spiritual knowledge as well. So with that, also, if there's something that occurs that you cannot get out of your mind, maybe educate yourself and you'll find answers as to why, which, ironically enough, look, this is the third part of the deck that came out. We got the Magician, the reverse. So yes, educating yourself to understand what is going on in your own personal life. The Magician, he has all the tools, and we always talk about having all the tools to navigate through life. Here he has the Cups, the Pentacles, you know, all the emotions, all the tools that he needs. But let's use those resources to use it, to transmute it for our own benefit, to understand what is going on. I just heard socially awkward. I don't know if they're talking about me or you guys. I get insulted a lot on this channel and in real life. What is this? So it's actually the cup, but I've seen that as like them little scales that you would see on the Justice card. So a lot of balancing at this time. I just heard Magician, Axe, and Magician hurts. And then this was underneath the Fool. Don't be a fool, guys. You know better. You know better. Oh my God. And underneath was, oh my God, what the heck is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse? But like, look at all the yellow, you guys. So much yellow. And I said, oh my God, because underneath that is the moon, which I was talking about, the full moon. And I'm being brought to not interception, that's funny. Interception. Introspection. Like the way that I have not placed one card here. Okay, that's bringing me back to the Magician. The way that I have not placed one card here, but yet I was presented with the tools to be able to conduce this reading. It's funny. I have nothing here. There's nothing to show, right? But you guys are witnessing how I'm able to just pull off a whole reading. And it was due to chaotic energy, but because I was able to flow with it, it just presented itself as is. So that's, again, where the Hierophant and the Magician come in. Like you know better. You know better. Don't be swayed. Don't be fooled. Everything is always in your highest good with the Chariot, just like before. The Black Sphinx stood out to me. So a lot of onyx, a lot of black tourmaline at this time to help with the grounding, help with the protection, help, okay, to be able, in the back, underneath that, to be able to get protection from those who don't have it, right? Because that's the thing too. Even though we know how to protect ourselves, there might be others who don't know how to protect themselves, and as empaths, whatever they carry, we might get a little bit stuffed with. Do I even pick a card? You know what? I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna shuffle one card, and it will be for advice, even though I've given you a lot of advice. We'll do one card. It just feels wrong to. Oh my God, you guys! I want to. I have no. Okay, I have no control. I went to like put all the 3 little decks together, and I'm saying I'm gonna pick up one card, and this one just came out. I don't know if you can hear it. That is so funny. Oh my God, the King of Cups. Yes, you have to sit on your throne over these emotions. Like, don't sink into your emotions or anyone else's. Because it's a big, what is that? The Mariana Trench? Like the deepest part of the ocean. That's where you will be, because it's your emotions and everyone else's emotions. And spirit's emotions too. So it's like people's emotions, spirit's emotions, like it's too much. So you have to learn. I just heard how to be poised, how to, I heard control your mermaids. So don't, oh, okay. Control your mermaids. So it's like you might get instead of getting lured in, you lure. I can't even talk. Watch what you say too during these times. I heard poetic justice. Oh, I just noticed all the green here in the water too. So make sure when you speak, you try your hardest to speak from a loving energy. And that doesn't mean like a submissive energy either. It just means try not to let your ego shine too much. I heard character building, so I think that all of this is happening for our character building. I don't know what else to say. That I don't know. That's so funny though. So this is the card. Yeah. I heard tranquil environment. So find, if things are getting too chaotic, just remove yourself. Remove yourself. Like, you don't got time for that. No. This behind him, the throne, almost looked like a scroll to me. You know, a scroll we would write on? So things might be being said behind your back at this time. But because of everything going on, it may be blown out of proportion. So just be strong, you know, be strong, be mature, be wise. Again, you know better. You know better. Okay, YouTube, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. I wish you the best of luck during these chaotic times. I never thought I would do a reading like this, but it's pretty cool. I kind of like it. I was in a more upset mood, and then this just made me laugh, so maybe that's why they did it too. Oh, with this I'm getting, go to a water park. Go to a water park, you guys, because then, oh, final message. Not only will that be cleansing because of the water, but it will be uplifting to your spirit because of the fun you'll be having. It'll be like a 2-in-1. You know when you clean and then cleanse? Same thing. Clean and cleanse. Last message, guys. Alright, you guys. So, nothing to see here. But yeah, you have all the information. Just like in the spiritual realm, right? Thank you guys for watching. Again, like and subscribe and come back for more. Thank you.